Hey everyone, Regina today. How are you? Hey, I brought you up here to a building which is called St. Coletta's. Let me adjust my thing here. This is St. Coletta's of Wisconsin. It was established in 1904 and it housed many disabled children and adults. So we're going to take a walk through here. We can't go inside. I did give permission that I was able to walk around the premises because it's still looked after. There has been lots of vandals that have come by and destroyed a lot of the windows, the doors, and everything. But just imagine how many people that have been here disabled that aren't able to take care of themselves. 5 sisters took in, I think 10 students at the beginning. And then at the end, they just housed them out to different areas of the community when they shut this place down. But look at the windows up there, guys. We cannot go inside. We are going to do another video on this in the future, but there's a little girl, supposedly, in the back here that doesn't have a marker. She's back there, and she doesn't, they don't know exactly where she's buried. So we're going to take a shot. Look at that up there. Is that not gorgeous? That is absolutely beautiful. Right there. Yeah, it's called St. Coletta of Wisconsin. You can look it up. There's lots of videos on it, lots of history and stories about it. But now we're going to take a little walk on the side of the building. Then we're going to walk up to the cemetery that I never knew was up there. But a lot of the individuals that are up there are the ones that were left here, and now they're buried up here, which is amazing. But the young lady that came here, her and her dad, looked very closely over this place. And I really don't blame them because this place has a lot of history, and they want to preserve it, and I don't blame them. They have all the paperwork inside this building with everybody that was housed here and what they were housed there for, their names, everything, and where they're buried. So hopefully they can find out where this little girl was buried. So this is the side of it, honey. This is, yeah, I don't know why I said honey. This is the side of the building. They only found one person that was living in here. He was, living. They had a couch, a bed, pretty much everything you would need in a little apartment. But they locked these doors up pretty securely. Here is a door. Who knows where it led to, but there's a door. Broken window. It's just sad. They caught 4 people that were vandalizing this place, and they were prosecuted. They had to pay back money for the broken windows. They they took off with some things, but not paperwork. They got them all back. Let's take a peek up here, guys. Walk up to the cemetery part of it. Sorry about the grass view here. A lot of steps. But yeah, they all were buried up here. Whoever was housed there. But it's just sad. So they went from there to over here on this hill. It's a Catholic church. And like I said, the nuns are the one that took over and cared for a lot of them. And many more nuns came in to help. But just look, 1904. It housed up to 800, I think. Check this out. Isn't this pretty? People hang up rosaries. Rosaries are hung up there. The pond. Chipmunk over there. Gonna take a drink of water. A little thirsty little guy. But he's gonna drink some water. Look at my shakiness, guys. But yeah, St. Coletta's of Wisconsin. A lot of rosaries here. Beautiful. I bet it's beautiful at night. Beautiful. Built by the Sisters of St. Francis. Oh, in 1914. Beautiful. If you want to screenshot that and read it, you can. Just gorgeous. So let's take a walk up here, up to the cemetery. Wind chimes. And this here, after they passed, this is where they came to rest. This is the cemetery. Of all the ones, part of the ones, most of the ones that were housed here. Now, Rosemary Kennedy was the only popular one that was housed here. But they took her back after she passed in 2005. They took her back to where she was originally from. But here is just some individuals that were laid here. Rest in peace. Anna Bartler, 1873 to 1953. And everyone says rest in peace on them. A lot, huh? A lot of stones on both sides of me. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And everyone has a cross on the top of their grave. Their stone. Looks like Olberga. She was born on February 23rd, 1840. Passed on October 15th, 1924. Rest in peace. Yep. Many, many. Here's another statue up there of Jesus on the cross. Beautiful. Some of them here, as we're coming up the wrong other way, we're not through the parking lot, we're at the back of the graves. And here we have Mary Cheryl Bannister, June 23rd, 1939, August 15th, 1953. St. Coletta's Little Angel. Wow. Beautiful. Here's another one. Thomas Joseph Shannon, 1925 to 1956. And it just blows my mind. I've lived here in this town for 20-something years and never did I know this place was up here. I never did, but it's very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. There was 800 of them there, but a lot were probably buried in other places of the city. I just found out downtown where we live, there was a cemetery, and they built over it. They built over it. Unbelievable. Isn't that beautiful? It was for parents that couldn't take care of their children. They were born with disabilities. Some were afraid to be shunned or be known that they had a retarded child. I don't like to use that name or that word, but retarded, they were. The sisters helped them do basic stuff like arithmetic, you know, just certain school things. They taught them the best they could. And then when they shut down, they housed them all over. There's places in Minnesota, Waukesha, Illinois, all over. But let's take a walk down here where the little girl was supposedly buried. But not only that, but the young girl that was mowing out here said that she could feel the little girl by her and her dad. Her dad mostly feels her around him. But there was a nun behind her back, the one that was mowing, and she said the nun was telling her to be careful and be careful, be careful, be careful. And it just gave me goosebumps because I believe in that stuff. I bet there's a lot of residual energy in there. Residual energy doesn't leave, it stays forever. It's like a thumbprint. You know, a person's thumbprint, it'll never go away. Let's take a walk down here, guys. We're going to go over here on this building where she said the girl was supposedly buried. I said maybe those paperwork inside that building will give us some idea of where she's laid to rest. Yeah, people broke in that door. She said they had to replace that, put big screws in them. It's just the young kids that don't understand the history of this place. We had to uplift and build on top of a cemetery. It's just heartbreaking. But this is the other side of the building. It's a big building. The nuns stayed over on this side of the building, and the other one stayed on the other side of the building. This building is massive. And I do mean massive. This is just another area. Oh, it's in here. Trash. Broken windows. I'm trespassing, but I got permission. Wow. Yeah, a lot of riffraffs that break glass. You think it's funny. I'm glad they caught some of them. Well, I vandalized something that's got history, but you know, a lot of history. Oh, there goes the woodchuck. Dang, we're seeing all kinds of critters today, guys. Graffiti all over. Let's take a peek in this window here, if we can. Can you see anything in there? Anything? Got my shadow. I can't see nothing either. Oh well. Maybe if I come back again someday, they will allow me in. Look at these metal stairs. Couldn't imagine walking up and down those. Yeah, they have a lot of history on this place. If you go to St. Coletta of Wisconsin, you'll see it and read up on it. It's very interesting. Let's look at this window. If we can. Such a glare. See a concrete floor. It was like a prison in here. I've been in it once when I worked for the CNA. The St. Coleta's parking lot. The little girl was buried over here. Just gross graffiti. I mean, what the hell? Do these kids not understand about history? I mean, all these buildings belong to them. We're going to take a walk over this pool, but I'm going to actually drive it because it is quite a walk. Oh, there's that pool. I get goosebumps just sitting here. Here we got a car coming in. Let's see. I think people just drive through here. They don't know this is private property. I got permission, so we're good. I had to get permission to come over here. This is a hall. That is a church area over there. And over there, they had a hall here. And that's where they did most of their meals and stuff. St. James. Look at this, all glass. Some of this broke out. Huh. Let's see what's over here. I've driven down this before, but never have I did it. Can you guys see okay? I hope so. Yeah, these little glass, they're like little glass. It's like a bottle, but it's not. It's glass. That is so neat. I'm glad they still keep up with it and mow it and keep it up. They're not sure what they're going to do with it, but they know they will never tear it down. In one section they remodeled. Somebody did for like weddings or venues and stuff like that. But over here is the pool area. So let's take a look. I feel like I'm just rushing through this video. Sorry. It's just a massive yard. This place is massive. They have a vineyard, vineyard up there. We're coming closer to the pool area. And somewhere over here is where that little girl is buried. But nobody knows exactly where. There was no stone or marker left for her. But the father feels her more when he's here. And this is a pool area. Right there. Right down below. So we're going to take a haul down there. Yeah, it's just massive. I know I've said that massively times, but it is a lot. And he did it unto one of these. Oh, hear that. Even these least he did it unto me. Beautiful. Just absolutely breathtaking. But this pool they no longer use, obviously. Not beautiful, but she's down here somewhere buried. But nobody knows where. But down here there was a cemetery, and they dug it up because they didn't see any stones. Isn't this beautiful? Somebody, it's just, let's say, those sisters really, let's go this way, we went that way. See what's around this corner. It's just kind of creepy now because there's nobody here. Absolutely nobody here anymore. But at one time, it was popping. That says AD 1927. I feel better that I got permission. She doesn't want young kids down here, and I don't blame them. It's remodeled over there, and there's already graffiti on their windows. That's sad. Very sad. I don't think kids understand what history is, you know? This is a history landmark here. I told them I'd help watch them at night and scare them off. But look at that. Just massive place. This is St. James Hall. 1963. That building was made. This one here was 1904 to 1919. This is huge. I might be able to get you guys inside if they allow me sometime when they're there. That'd be cool to see the rooms. That'd be awesome. But they live up here, the dad does, in a house. So he's very close by. She's not the daughter, but they watch this place pretty carefully. And the cops patrol it pretty all the time, too. Just a crazy, unbelievable. But back then, you guys, they were considered retarded when they were born with a disability. But Rosemary Kennedy, with her father giving her a botch or going in to have a lobotomy and having it botched, she was unable to care for herself after that. He did it because she had mood swings. They took out part of her pituitary gland, and she wasn't able to speak. She wasn't able to do anything. But they did keep her journal and her diary. And she loved her daddy very much, even after what happened to her. You gotta look that up. She lived here till 2005. They built a home here. The Kennedys did chalk out a lot of money to help, you know, not just care for her, but put it towards the building and the staff or whatever they would have needed. So that was very nice. Donations from them. But yeah. That was a tour of St. Coletta of Wisconsin, y'all. But like I said, if you want to look it up, probably get more information than I can give you. This just blows my mind. But way up there, those windows. I bet if you walked in there, it'd be just insane. They're unbelievable. Alright, guys, I'll let you go, and I'll catch you on the next one. I thought maybe you'd get a kick in like this one. Not a kick, but just like this one. A lot of sad history here. A lot of abuse happened here. A lot of rape. A lot of molestation on a lot of these children. They lived here until they were 15, and then they were shelled out to other areas in the community and other states. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.